just referenced safely transport. Of course, that's a hypothetical, and let me give a real example. In 2010, a Canadian company, Enbridge, had a pipeline burst in Marshall, Michigan. 1 million gallons of tar sands oil. Now, here's the thing. Oil has viscosity and other characteristics. The thing about tar sands oil is it doesn't float. It goes right to the bottom. They are still dredging Canadian tar sands oil out of the bottom of the Kalamazoo River 4 years later. And so far, claims of $53 million have been made, which will have to be paid by American taxpayers against the Oil Spill Liability Trust Fund, and not by Enbridge, the Canadian corporation, which is what we're setting up here. An even greater transshipment by a foreign corporation, exempt from paying into the Oil Spill Liability Trust Fund, creating even bigger potential for spills with this oil, which has unique characteristics which are much more difficult to clean up if it comes in contact with water, and God forbid it get into the aquifer in one of the states that are being transected. The chairman did reference the 14. I don't know, we have a difference in counting, but let's say 14 hearings. 3 were in the Rules Committee. Those aren't hearings. That's sort of a little star chamber where you take things before you bring them to the floor of the House. You don't discuss substance there. 1 was in the Senate. And that would leave, there were 10 in the House, but not a single one of those hearings was in the principal committee of jurisdiction, which would be the Transportation Committee. And of course, the bill that was marked up by the Transportation Committee in the first session of the last Congress was very different than the bill that is being advocated for today, which has not been marked up. And we heard a lot about regular order, read the bill, and all that stuff. And it's fine to say, gee, we voted on this a lot of times before. 61 new members of the House. Gas prices are down by almost 50%. A lot of things have changed. I would even wonder about the viability of this project. I did just recently learn the Koch brothers, though, have a significant investment in tar sands in Canada, but that probably has nothing to do with an attempt to expedite this project. With that, I would reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman reserves. The gentleman from Pennsylvania.
Before I